All right. Now, one other thing we can do is how to program the lights. We want to go, you want to turn everything off. So all your faders are down except for your Grandmaster, and crossfade can be up. We want to go to layer 1. Now within layer 1, we have like the back wall. We have the left center, right spots on stage, the side white, your left, your right whites, which are up here on the sides that are on fader 3. Then you have your left wash, left center wash, right center wash, and right wash. And those are moving lights that are up on the grid. Then you just have your right spot and your left spot and all your slim pars. So how to program a scene? Well, first you can grab all your spots, hold the shift button, touch them till they all turn red. Go at full enter. Your lights are now on. Grab the position knob. When you spin them around with the X, the Y, you'll see they will now come down with this. So there's pretty simple. You can hit beam now, and now you can make those beams larger or smaller. You also have focus. You can focus it to a sharp edge or make it all fuzzy. You also have the gobo wheels, and these are the patterns that are in the beams. And this is what creates those very unique looks through the fog. So and you got to focus it in, just barely blur it out, but that way you can still see the beam shooting through the fog, and it gives it this nice little pattern. You do have 2 focus wheels. You can blend the 2 together. You also have a rotate up here. If you spin it to a certain point, you'll see it start to rotate slowly. And then you can adjust the speed. You can spin it around backwards. It'll do all sorts of rotating stuff. So once you get the beam set, then you can choose color. Go to color. Now you just got to spin the X wheel here. You have white, blue, yellow, pink, green, red, light blue, orange, and then split colors. You got white and blue, blue, yellow, yellow, pink, pink, green, red, green, red, light blue, orange, orange, and white. You can also make them rotate through the colors, all sorts of settings within color. Another one under beams, go back to beam. We're on page 1 here. If we go to page 2, you can also just tap the beam button and it'll change. You got a prism, which will split the beam, so it'll actually make the beam bigger. When you have 3 different prism, it shoots through a prism, you get 3 separate beams coming out of one light. Or you can turn that, which you turn it off. You make them spin or backed off. So say we're going to set those, and we're just going to leave them on like yellow. There we go. Yellow, blue. Next, layer 1. Select your back wall. You go at full enter. So now you have all sorts of colors here we can choose. If you want it to be blue. Now what we can also do, a little more advanced, is add an effect to it. So we can do like multiple colors. So what we can do now is grab your layer 1 with the back wall selected, add effect, color. We could do like 2 color position. So say our colors right now are yellow and blue. You can select yellow as the first color and blue as the second color. Increment elements synced. And now you can see the back wall has blue and yellow scrolling across it. Next, we can make that wider. With all these, you have all these knobs to adjust all sorts of stuff here. Make it wider, you can slow it up, you can make it, you can change the amount of the effect, the speed at which it goes. So we can get to like 5 seconds. We can also go in there and actually just enter, like click on that and then type like 10 seconds. There's 10, so now it goes really slow. That way people won't really notice it. It's just barely going across. Makes a nice, cool effect. So next, go back to layer 1. Grab your slim pars. Hit at full enter. Now with these, what I would do is just set them to blue. You could set them to cyan. Or you can hit blue over here. Grab your odd and even. Hit that once. And you can set yellow. So now they're blue and yellow. Next, we need to grab our washes because we need to see people. So you can grab this wash at full enter. Very simple on these. Just select base and keys. So grab your beam, make it small. Oh, that's effect size. So make sure you're on page 1. There we go. Zoom. Yes. So now we can make it fit right there where it needs to. Next, grab our next wash at full enter. So just grab the next 3. Make those all at full enter. And put those on Praise Team. Again, grab your beam. Make them nice and small. Not all the way down, but where they spread evenly across, and that gives them their light. Finally, we need to add light to Otis. For that, we grab a spot and hit at 50. Now that spot is at 50%. We can tell it to shine on Otis. Grab your beam again and zoom that beam all the way down. And that way Otis is now in the light. And the reason we did Otis at 50% is because if it's not enough light later, we can go back and add a little bit more light to him. So say that is the look we want. Also, on the base, guys, you can usually add a little bit of color to them. Grab like the blue, hit the color, and add the whites in, which is the bottom one. But that made it purple. So we can hit cyan, see what that's going to look like. That usually looks better with makes it more of a blue. And that is how you set a scene. So next, you want to record your new scene. Double tap your S here. So then to add this to our scenes list, we can do record and hit the S, and now it is in here. Double tap on the blank space, give it a name, and then you'd hit enter, so blue, yellow, and enter. And now to see your scene, hit your clear button, clear all those lights out, select your scene, preload cue. Now when you push up the fader, it brings up your cue and your scene you just recorded. That is all there is to do scenes.